Hello everybody, welcome back once again playing Eiyuden Chronicles. I actually want to start out by recruiting Code L, I think is his name. Oh, I have another guy that I have to recruit as well. Well, let's go grab Code L first. Devon, I think it is? Yeah, Devon.
Alright. One perfect teleportation. Is this the right...
Rune shop. Here we are.
Look, I really don't have time to chat unless you happen to be carrying a rune of currents. Not that you would be, because that's just... Huh?
Okay, hey, look at that. You've got one. I could really use that for my research. Don't suppose you'd let me take a closer look. Oh yeah, see? Check it out. This rune is killer. You know the way light dances on the water? It's vibrancy, it's power, and you can imbue all of that right into your lens. Speaking of which one of my little goddesses can I talk your ear off about today? I won't quit until I've discovered every last thing about every last rune lens. Anyway, thanks for the save. I made the observations I was hoping to. Did you need something? What's your name?
It's Noah. I'm looking for people willing to join the Alliance.
Wait, you're Commander Noah? No wonder you came through for me. They say you found a primal lens. Although it really chaps my hide that the Dukes and the Empire are using it for nefarious purposes, if those rumors are true. You know what? I've decided. I'm going with you.
Welcome to the ranks.
Call me Code L. I eat, breathe, and sleep lens research, so I'm sure I can find a way to make myself useful.
Alright, there's the Rune Lens Maniac, Code L. Yeah, let's go back to the castle. We're going to be able to upgrade now, finally. And we'll have our rune shop.
Oh, do come in.
Blueprint. Here he is.
Thanks.
Alright. What else can we do? Rune shop, sell shards. Oh, here we go. Still pack and resource bag capacity up. Good stuff.
Wow. This is great.
This is great. And there's still pack capacity +1. And yeah, let's do the cell shards. Kind of surprised that I don't have more mystic lumber. Must not really be getting any of that from the woodcutters. Oh, or it's because I'm capped out on resources, and have been for a while. Yeah, let's get rid of some of that. I don't know if that's what's happening, but it also might be the case that the castle may not even be producing it. I'm not sure on that though. why this would be better to just do it like this. So much stuff. Alright, iron ore. Yeah, I don't have much iron ore or mystic. That seems very strange. Yeah, maybe we're just not actually producing that stuff. I'm thinking that's what's going on there. Yeah, here we are.
Changing things up.
So I'm gonna toss Code L in here. So it says, tinker with all of the party's rune lenses, increasing each ally's SP by 1.
I'll get back to the kitchen then.
Oh, what's going on here? I'm more pretty. Oh, it's Carrie.
You're leaving.
Get out of here, Carrie.
Come.
Yeah, so since we're done with Old Town, you know, she doesn't need to be in that slot anymore. Let's see what Code L's got for us.
Oh, hey.
That's pretty standard stuff. Faint thrust, armor piercing. Yeah, alright, so finally, I went around and I was looking, and there's no, there's no Rune of SP conversions that are buyable just from shops quite yet until you get Code L. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna grab... Okay, yeah, most of this stuff is junk though. I'm gonna grab an SP convert. Ooh, what did I just do there? Alright, here's the SP conversion, defense, or speed, magic strength. I'm gonna go with defense. And I'm actually gonna toss that on Periel. Because she doesn't really need this SP conversion power, because that's not really gonna do much for her. Because she doesn't have any she doesn't have any real power anyway, the way it is. Yeah, I think that's good for the time being. Let's go get another recruit.
Never failed at the
Hopefully, do I have a... Hang on a second here, I gotta check if I've got... Yeah, I think Marin has enough MP. We need somebody with a lot of MP to get this next recruit, so... I guess just keep that in mind.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Last one.
A walk in the park.
Oh, we shouldn't pick
Let's
on
see what these
weaklings.
lenses can do.
appreciated.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Code L may end up being a pretty good support character. I mean, it stinks. I didn't realize that it doesn't always activate, and that seems like that's the case with the support characters, right? Like, Kurtz doesn't always cook for you. Periel doesn't always give you like the buff, which is a bit of a drag, but you know, it'll help. Yeah, here he is.
Flex and see that magic. Only by magic can a person focus destructive energy into a single point and transform boulders to dust.
Wow. Are you like a circus guy or something?
Heed my words. Let's slip your hesitancy and join me in pursuing the way of the spellcaster.
Actually, we were hoping you might join us, considering you're so good at magic.
Ah, how fortuitous. Perhaps the time has indeed come for me to dazzle the world with my finely toned sorcery. That said, I fear I flex these bulging skills for fellow magical prodigies alone. Let's see here. Yes, sweet biceps, yes! Just look at all that MP! I've never seen so many muscle points!
Muscle points?
Muscle points are the most crucial metric for determining how much magical power a caster can draw from. And at least one of you is dripping with them. Come then, let us fight together and lift our way to burly new heights of mysticism.
Let's join forces.
Gladly. My name is Maurus, and we now set out on a journey to magical infamy.
Alright, here's the muscle magician, Maurius. Let's go... Oops. Take a look at his stats and all that.
I have literally never failed at this. Not once.
Not once. Okay.
Yes?
Not actually gonna swap him in, but so his stats are I mean, he's only level 23, so it's gonna be tough to really, you know, judge him fairly, but he's got a pretty good defense stat. I can say that. Pretty good here, let's just do this. I want to see his flawless defense, as it says there. Set up a powerful defense to take a 10th damage. That is really good. And then his active skill muscle boost magic, a spell that increases physical attack and action speed for 3 turns. That's pretty good. I mean, it seems though like he probably got. Yeah, oh yeah, he's not a good caster. Oh my gosh, look at his magic stat. It's 65. I never really used him before, so, you know, it is what it is, but he does have a mage combo, I guess, deal all enemies light damage. That doesn't seem very good, but it's hard to say. Looks like he's got some sort of rune. Yeah, I'm going to have to level him up just to see what this rune is. I'm kind of curious about that. It looks like that must be like a specific rune to him. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, and he does have a rune of power on, so that actually makes sense. So like, yeah, he strikes me as someone that, you know, is definitely actually oriented towards physical strength. Very much so, yeah, with that magic stat being absolutely atrocious. But yeah, I might give him a shot eventually. He's got armor? Does he have a shield? He does. He's got a shield too. I'm curious what kind of armor he can equip, because he might actually end up being a really good frontliner. What's his weapon? Oh yeah, it's a short. Yeah, so yeah, he's definitely belongs on the front lines. Actually, he's a smash type too, so probably stuns quite a bit. Yeah, that's interesting. I might have to give him a shot eventually. But anyways, let's go back to Haishan and continue on with the story.
I have literally never failed at this. Not once.
Not once. Well, we know, Carrie. We know.
This is the right... I mean, this is the right place.
I'm gonna stop in the inn here really quick too and just save. So I think we've got a big war battle coming up, and I don't remember though if it really matters, but you know, we do have, as far as I know, every single recruit that you can possibly get at this point in the game. So yeah, we're really we've got ourselves set up pretty well. All right. That's quite the journey here.
Well then, Your Majesty, have you made your decision? All of you, Chris awaits your word. Your actions this day could herald a bright new era for our kingdom. In fact, I understand that Duke Aldrich's research into new uses for rune lenses is making great strides.
I'm endlessly impressed at your ability to vomit out nonsense you don't believe in. Oh, you're a politician born and bred. Or perhaps merely a swindler.
How many times must I remind you that you are here as an observer, Countess? Your Majesty, in light of the Countess's continuous interruptions, I suggest you have her removed. Your father would not have tolerated such impudence from a guest. Of that, I am certain.
But... if anyone is removed here, it will be you, Lord Harlan.
What? How dare you?
You're up, Noah. Go get him.
Lord Harlan is a traitor who has conspired to sell out Euchris to Duke Aldrich for his own personal gain.
Traitor? Personal gain?
What? Who do you think you are? The fact you cobbled together some pathetic army out of defeated troops gives you no right to speak to me so. Unless you come bearing proof of this outrageous claim, I suggest you take your seat!
My proof is this contract sent by Duke Aldrich to Lord Harlan. It says, and I quote, "Should Lord Harlan secure Euchris' surrender, he shall retain his wealth and status, and be given high standing after the dissolution of the Sheerith dynasty." It's all right here on the page.
This, well, the handwriting does seem to match the letter I received from the Dukes.
You damnable varlet! Where did you get that? Oh! No, you see...
It seems you are familiar with this document, Lord Harlan.
No, of course not.
You betrayed me, Lord Harlan. Betrayed your king and your kingdom.
Everything I have done was for the benefit of you, Chris. You might...
Cassius!
Guards! Prepare the special chamber for Lord Harlan. I have a great many questions to ask him.
You have it all wrong. I am no traitor. In fact, Had your father still reigned, this need never have happened. But instead, we have you, Yuma. You! And you, Chris, cannot persevere with an air so foolish and feckless. You are driving our kingdom to ruin. What choice did I have but to ally with the Empire?
Get him out of here! Now!
Do you understand now, Yuma? I mean, Your Majesty? Now that you've seen the contract, are Duke's Aldrich's motives not exceedingly clear? The man has no intention of allowing the Sheerith dynasty to continue.
Such treachery. If the Dukes was willing to do away with the royal family, what would he have done to us?
I choose to do all in my power to help Commander Noah of the Alliance. He's a man I can count on. And I will fight at his side.
Apologies, Periel. Apologies, Lord Counselors. I need a little more time. There might yet be truth to what Harlan said.
Oof. Well, so much for that.
I knew Yuma struggled with decisions, but I had no idea he was this bad. Still, we've done all we can for now. Lord Harlan is in custody, so I will spend the night here. The rest of you may make yourselves comfortable. Just stay out of the back chamber.
Oh, come on. I bet there's rows of beds in there. You can spare one.
Fine, but just the one.
Okay. Yeah, we can't quick travel. Let's see. Oh, that's right. We need to speak with, I think Yuma's out here somewhere.
Noah.
Are you all by yourself?
I am. They changed the guards around this time, which gives me an opportunity to slip away. It's been my chance to go on little adventures ever since I was a child. Not that I've ever left the palace grounds or anything. That would be much too scary. In fact, this right here is about the extent of my adventuring zeal. I spoke to Melridge and learned of how you and Periel snuck into Harlan's manor to secure the contract. Periel really trusts you, doesn't she? No, more than that. She relies on you. How I envy that.
Doesn't she rely on you too? I mean, you're the first person she turned to when Galdea attacked, and she's still appealing to you now. She must really trust you.
I would be delighted if that were the case. But is it really me she was counting on? Or did she merely turn to me because I happen to be the person on the throne? I adore Periel. The way she's always spoken her mind, even when we were children. Despite growing up in circumstances not unlike mine, she's never afraid to be herself and do what she wants. She's ever pushing forward.
Well, I'm from a small village, so I can't imagine what you've been through, but you look like a fighter to me. Is that not the case?
Oh, heavens no. I'm worthless. Everyone thinks so, and they're quite right. Oh, I made a few clumsy attempts when I first inherited the throne, but I was never able to rule skillfully as my father did. And now, at the time of my country's greatest crisis, I still can't make up my mind. Instead of deciding, I fixate on all the tragedy my decisions might cause and simply freeze. Harlan had the right of it. I'm a feckless fool of a king. Who would ever follow a ruler like me? I just...
That isn't true. That just isn't true. You aren't a bad king at all, Your Majesty.
What?
You are absolutely and completely wrong about yourself, and you mistake your kindness for weakness. I know how hard you work at being king. I know better than anyone, so please don't speak ill of yourself. It's everyone else's loss if they don't understand what a wonderful ruler you are.
Thank you, Eiyuden. But I will never live up to my father.
There's wisdom in her words, Your Majesty. People have you wrong. Indeed, you have yourself wrong. Now, I grant you may not currently be ruling with the skill and finesse of your father. But you're holding yourself up to a monarch with years of experience already behind him. Surely you can see how superficial it is to compare that man to a king who has taken but the first steps of his reign. A fledgling knight is no match for a hardened veteran. And yet, the youngster possesses something the veteran does not. A future. And I would not have you discard yours so lightly, my king.
Oh, Melridge. Eiyuden?
Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty. I was dreadfully out of line to speak to you like that. I will accept any punishment you see fit.
Then your punishment is to tell me the truth. Do you really believe I can become a good king?
Of course I do. You will be a kind king, and a great one. I'm sure of it.
Thank you. I will. Or at least I shall try to.
I cannot express what an honor it is to fight alongside a man of your esteem, General Goldwyn. If I may, General, I hear we'll be entering Eucharist territory soon. When do you anticipate being able to report our victory to Dukes Aldrich? I must contemplate how best to compose the message.
It is folly to contrive victories from unfought battles. A warrior must approach every enemy with equal sincerity.
But who could Eucharist field who has any hope of victory against you?
General Cassius is a steady hand who commands the love of his men, and I hear the kingdom is home to another formidable mind as well. And also...
Yes?
I take to the battlefield for our Emperor. Despite the great pains Aldrich went through to convince His Excellency of this campaign's merit, I do not fight for the Dukes.
Oh, good morning, all. I take it you spent the night here?
Guys, you are not gonna believe this! Periel? How?
Loose lips, darling. Come, Noah. We're leaving.
Darling? Alright. I don't know that I really need to, but I'm gonna swap Marius out if I can here. Kind of forgot that he was still in the party. Just head on over here to the inn. Alright, get on out of here. Darren. And actually, you know what? I'm out of time. So we'll save the next battle for the next video. So as always, hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.